Mhm. Yeah, I'm having a fruit shake. It's an energy shake. So, are we ready to bring this to the finishing line, you guys? Yay. I think I got my things ready. I'm not sure I have everything, but it's okay. So we're doing the cover for the album, which means the cover, when we say cover, okay, we mean those hard, I don't know what you call them. It's a cover. So two pieces here, and the spine, this is the spine right there. That's the spine. So we're going to cut two pieces that are 8.5 by 10.5, and one that is 3 by 8.5. We're going to put them together. We're going to bind it, and then we're going to create the hinges where the pages actually fit in, so that you can, move the book back and forth. We're going to do those two things, put the pages in, and then we're going to do the inside of the cover, which is, I have a pocket here, and then decorate the outside, and we're going to do this little thing here. Okay, so it depends really on the collection that you're using, is how you'll decide to decorate it. I would assume that each person like to do things different. I know that I'm not a big fan of doing florals and a lot of build up here. I do like to do layers, uh, but we'll see where we get there, what we want to do. Okay, we're not going to jump the boat. First thing I want to do is build the cover. So to build the cover, you need two pieces of chipboard that are, like I said, 8.5 by 10.5, and one that's 3 by 8.5. I'm using a remnant from another project that I have for the spine. So because I'm using this remnant, I can take two sheets of the 8 by 8.5 by 11. If you don't have that, I'm sorry, I'm turning my back on you. If you don't have that, you can use the 12 by 12 and cut that. Okay, so I'm going to switch the camera back to my overview here. And I'm going to remove this. Hi, Christina and Krista and Renelle. Hi, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. So this is the fourth part of our tutorial of making the Mintay album. We finished all the sections inside. And right now we are building the cover. So I'm going to use my heavy duty cutter for the chipboard. If you don't have heavy duty cutter, just use your ruler and a blade. The chipboard that I'm using is very, very heavy. Hey, stop. I am recording now. You can't be doing that. I think I need to change blades. So this is really, really heavy and strong. Like, I'm trying to bend it and you can't bend it. You can do a little bit more here on this side, but it's very, very sturdy. Okay? It's 100 points. It is 1/8 of an inch thick. It's very, very sturdy. That's the heavy chipboard. And that's the one I like to use. No, this is 8.5. I need 8.5 by 10.5. Yeah, I need 8.5 by 10.5. So this is 8.5 by 10.5. So if you got the kit from me before with the chipboard, you saw the type of chipboard that I need. Okay. I'm going to lay it like that. And you're going to put them together with a distance of a little more than a 1/4 inch. Not exactly 3/8, but a little more than a 1/4 inch in between. This is if you're using the same thickness chipboard than I am, which is 1/8 of an inch. If you're using a smaller one, then the distance here should be smaller. So if you put two of them together, put two chipboards together, measure the width and add a little bit, like a smidgen more. And that is the space that you'll need between the the cover and the spine. Now you can use a ruler or just eyeball it, or however you want to do it to make sure that you're applying it straight. And I'm going to first apply a bookbinding tape. And this is just bookbinding. It's fabric. It is flexible, very flexible. It has one side has a sticky side. You can use something like that. You can use Tyvek if you like that, which is a very strong paper that doesn't tear. You can even use duct tape. I've used duct tape before, and it works good. Oh, I have a little piece here. Okay, so really just anything that doesn't tear easy that you can put here. And this way, when your book goes through a lot of opening and closing, it's going to keep. And we'll do the other side as well, same thing. Okay, turn it around. Do that. Okay. The second step is I'm going to take, I think, 4 of my solid cardstock, 4 sheets. And attach them together along the 11-inch side. I think I pulled 5. Did I pull 5? I don't know. Okay, well, put it together. Take a tape and tape one side. And what I'm going to create is just one long sheet of cardstock. So I only need to tape 3 of them because that one I'm only going to have 3 seams. One, 2, 3. And I'm going to take this and put it on top of the tape to attach those 2 together. And don't worry if it's not 100% straight because it's going to get covered anyway. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take these 2 and attach them here. And the last one. Oops. Things are flying off my hand today. I think it's because it's cold and my fingers are a little frozen. Okay, so now I have 4 pieces are attached together. And the other side. See, nice and smooth. Very nice. Okay, I'm going to take this and put it on the side for a minute. And I'm going to go ahead and put some tape over here. And it doesn't matter which side, they're both about the same. Okay. I'll do this one. I'm using the 5/8 inch tape because this is really the thickest one I have here on hand. I don't usually use more than that. And first I am taping all around the edges. Deborah, hi. Hi. The measurements are, if you look at the comments, Christina, you'll have a link that will take you to download the cut list. And all the measurements are there in the cut list. Okay. You're going to get a PDF file with everything. It's 24 pages of measurements and schematics and everything. Okay, so it looks like that. It looks like this. See? All the measurements are there. Right now I'm just putting a lot of tape in. So this is my back side. Let's go over it. All the tape. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the tape, put a little bit of glue, and then just lay it right on top. Okay? Okay. I try to avoid putting glue in the groove areas. I want these glue free as much as possible. And now here we're going to have to be fast because this glue dries very quickly. Okay. I'm going to turn it around. And I'm going to put it so that my where I attached both parts is in the center. It's right there in the center. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to just trim the excess that I have here. And I'm going to keep it to just about the same width as I have on the other sides, so that it's symmetrical. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to be folding it and covering it anyway. Okay, now you want to trim the edge. And when you're cutting the edge, don't go too close to the corner. You have to leave about 1/4 of an inch there. It should be able to cover the corner. So I'm going to be leaving, I'll show you. See, it's just a about a 1/4 of an inch away from the corner right there. We'll do the same on all 4 corners. Okay, and now I'm going to make the initial fold and give it a fold line. So use your score tool or your embossing tool, whatever you want, to just go over and line the edges. Okay, I'm using just a tool right there to give it direction. And what it does is it breaks the fibers in the paper itself, so that later when you want to fold it, you'll give it a very nice clean fold. Okay, so that's good enough. And I always start from the center and work my way from outside in. And you want to give your page direction. You want to make sure that it's straight and tight. And then I'm going over it with my bone tool and folding it. So it's ready to be folded. Now after I put the glue and I go to glue it, it's going to be easy to just go over the glue like that. It'll be nice and clean. Again, from the middle, from the outside towards the inside. And the sides as well. Okay, back to putting glue. I'm going to put tape around the edges and then around the edge of my cardstock. Okay, and now here, Okay, I'm going to avoid the grooves there. Because I'm going to fold it over and this will fall right on the groove also. And I try not to put glue there. Because if there's glue over there and you fold it, it'll glue onto itself. And when you try to separate it, it can tear the paper. Okay, now all of my edges are taped. All right, let's take the tape out. And now I'm going to glue the long side first. Again, I'm doing it from the outside in. Okay. Turn it around. Do the same thing on the other long side. Okay, now over here, I have an extra step. I want to cover the corners. So first, just go ahead and squish those corners down. Then you want to take some extra glue. It keeps clogging on me now. And you want to add some glue in the corners right there. Like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold those corners in. Okay, like that. Okay, so what I did is I covered the corner. I don't know if you can see how nicely it is. See if I turn the light on. Can you see better now? How the corner is taped. Same thing on the other side. Oh, I forgot to take the tape out. Well, that will help if I take the tape out, right? Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Put some extra glue. Okay, and the other side is done. So I just want to glue those edges a little bit here. Okay. Now take your bone tool and go over the grooves on the inside. And what you're doing again, you're breaking the fibers and you're giving it direction. So the paper just gets folded into the grooves here. Here you go. Nice and clean. Okay. All right, so we have our cover basically. Let's go ahead and make the hinges that will go on inside here. And for that, I'm going to need my scoreboard again. And 2 sheets of cardstock. So we're going to trim the cardstock to 7 7/8 along the long side. So I want the width of it to be 7 7/8 because my pages are 8. If I do it exactly 8, I might be a little difficult to fit it in. Okay. Okay, let's take 1 and see if I can remember where to score it. Okay, I'm going to score it at 1 inch. Let me take the other tool. Okay, I think this is better. Okay. 1 inch. And at 1 5/8. I am turning it around. And now I want to score it at 2 5/8. I am turning it around again. And now I'm going to score it at 3 1/4. No, at 3 5/8. At 3 5/8. So I have 1 inch here, 5/8 here, 1 inch and 1 inch. Okay, see, 1 inch, 5/8, 1 inch, and 1 inch. Here the score line is on top, so I have a mount here, and the rest of them are grooves that go this way. Okay, now I'm going to score at, the last one was 3 5/8. I need to do a line 5/8 from here. It is 4 1/4. At 4 1/4. I'm turning it around, and now I'm going to do the line here, give it another inch, so it's 5 1/4. I turn it around again and do it at 6 1/4. So the last two have a 1 inch in between. Okay, and over here 5/8, and again 1 inch and 1 inch. So every time you see two lines that have a 1 inch next to each other, and you have the mount over here, this is my hinge. I'm going to attach those two together. So I have 1, 2 1/2. I only have 1 inch over here, right? So this is a half of 1. So this is my first one. I'm going to do the same thing on the other one, but I'm going to end it here. I'm not going to go continue with the last 3 lines. So I'm going to do 1 inch, and at 1 1/8, and then 1 5/8. So I'm scoring at 1 and at 1 5/8. I turn it around, and now I'm scoring it at 2 5/8. I turn it around and score it at 3 5/8. Okay, so on this one I have 1 inch at the edge, 5/8, 1 inch, 1 inch, and I only have one mount over here. Okay, good. Now between this line, the last score that we did on this page, and here, let's measure how much we have. We have here 4 3/4 of an inch. So I want to cut from this last score line 5 3/4 and cut it there. And so I'm turning it around. I'm sorry, 4 3/4, not 5 3/4. 4 3/4. So from here to here is 4 3/4. And on the other page, also from here to here is 4 3/4. Should I turn the light off? You'll be able to see better. I don't know. I have a lot of light here in this room. So now we're going to start folding them, and once we start folding them, it will all make sense. Okay. So where you have a mount, you just go along with how you scored it and just fold it exactly in the direction of how we scored. So we scored this one this way, and this one the same direction. And this is the mount that we have between the 1 inch and the 1 inch. So I'm folding it on the other side. Okay. You see? Again, this way. And you can just look closely at how you scored. And if wherever you see the mount, this is the direction that you're going to go. And now it's the 2 inches, 1 inch here, 1 inch here with the thing in the middle. And the last one is this direction. Okay. So here you have 1 inch without anything at the end. Here you have like those 2 triangles. And those 2 we're going to attach together. Once we attach them together, they'll create a hinge. So let's put them together, and I'm putting the tape as close as I can to the score line. Putting one here and one here. Let's take the tape out. Now when I close it, it'll attach together. See, now it's attached. Okay. All right, so this is, I have 2 hinges here and a half of a hinge here. Let's take our second one. And the second one also have a 1/2 inch here because I'm going to attach them both together and create the third hinge. And the reason that I did it this way is because I like to have wide hinges. I like to have at least 1 inch hinges here on the large albums with the large pages. Okay. And over here, I like to have enough space so that when I'll go and put it onto the album right here, the hinges will be in the center, but here I'm going to have enough room to attach the cardboard, the cardstock into the chipboard. It's just stronger that way. If I make this one small, it's not going to be enough. And I found that from one page, if I do 4 1-inch hinges with 5/8 in between, I'm just not going to have enough on the side. Okay, so I'm doing it with 2 pages. If you're doing a smaller album and you make your measurements and you have enough to do all the hinges on 1 page, that's great. Okay, so over here, I might put an additional tape or glue because here I'm attaching 2 hinges together. So I think I can just use just regular glue a little bit. Be careful when you're working. Don't go like this over paper too strong because you can get serious paper cuts. And I always say that. Okay. Let's fold the rest of them. And this is the last hinge. I'm going to put glue there. Okay, so this is going to get glued together. So I put the tape closer to the flat edge. Not here. Here it doesn't matter. You can, if you want, you can go ahead and put regular glue there. That's fine. But it's not necessary. It's more important to me that the bottom will be glued. Okay. So here are the hinges. I have 4 hinges. Woohoo! And they move nicely. And on the bottom over here, it's nice and flat. So this will go here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and tape the hell out of this area. This is where you really want a lot of tape and a lot of glue. Okay. So I'm going to tape it this way, and then I'll tape the page around the edges. So first I'm taping it near the grooves over here. Okay. And here I'm going to tape it all the way around. Are we ready? Okay, so what are we going to do now? We're going to remove all of the tape, apply a lot of liquid glue, and put it together. But whenever we put it together with all the glue, we have to make sure that everything is straight and even, right? So now I'm just putting it dry, just because I want to see where my line is. And what we can do, in addition to all that, is just maybe make a little mark with a pencil. Yeah, no, maybe. Let me see. Let's see where my groove is. My grooves are here. And I want it even. One, two. These are where my hinges go. And same thing here. Okay, so I have my marks. Okay, we have to be careful. We don't want it folding on itself. Let's do this. Okay. I'm putting a lot of glue on the grooves too. Don't be shy. This is where you really want it really, really strong. I'm going to put even more. Okay. I think I did it. I think I did it. And now just take your time. Make sure it stays nice and put in there and until it dries. Okay. Like that. And you're going to see glue lines through it. It's fine. We're going to be covering it anyway. So I'm going through all of these areas to just make sure that it is tight under here. Okay, once I put it down, now take your bone tool and go over the grooves again like we did before. But this time you have the entire length to go over. So don't press too hard. Just go over it again and again and again. Like that. When you're happy with it, you can just start folding the paper slowly with your hand. Bring it up. Okay. And there you go. Same thing on the other side. Just I'm working the paper to break those fibers that are here. And it makes the paper flexible. Here we go. And that's my second one. And here's my cover. We did a cover. We did it. We did it. Okay, here's our cover. Okay, now we want to cover this and make it nice and clean so that we can decorate it and do whatever we want to do. So we're taking 2 more sheets. You know, it's not 100% necessary, to be honest with you, because over here we have this paper too. So we can just use this if you want. We could. You know what? Yeah, let's just skip this. It's really not necessary. So I and J, on the inside, I have 2 sheets. I'm going to do one here with a solid and one here. And then I have 2 pockets. We can do this one here and the floral here. We can do flowers. What do we want to do? Like that, I think is good. Look, this is good. Okay. Let's put our bases down. Tape it. Told you, I don't know why I'm keep dropping things today. Okay, we want to put it down so that we have a nice border around. That's one, and the second one. So here's another idea or tip. If along the way, when you made an album and you screwed up more than once, because you know you screw up. I screwed up a few times doing this live, and I've done this album 4 times before. So It happens, it will happen. But if you can't salvage it and you're going to need paper and you're out of paper, use those solid cardstock here, because you can always use for the cover, just take regular craft paper, okay, and use that craft paper instead. I'm just gonna put a couple more. I want it good there. I don't know. No reason. Okay. Whoop. Awesome. Let's put the pockets down. Okay. And let's glue. So what do you think we should do for the front cover and the back cover? I don't know what I want to do. I haven't decided. I remember we put aside 2 different pages, right? With the girl looking out. One of them she's looking from left to right. One of them she's looking from right to left. So I definitely think we should use that somehow. Okay, do one. Okay, so this is, I have a bird here looking this way, so I'll do it on the right pocket, and the opening is to the left. But I think it is just a bit, doesn't give me an edge. See, I should have measured it before, because I'm missing about, I'm not missing, it's over 2 inch, a 1/4 inch too much, I think. I think I have a 1/4 inch too much. Here's my knife. You know, it happened to me in the other album too, and I did not correct the measurement, and I should correct it now. So where's my sheet? Here's my sheet. Okay, so if you already downloaded this page, let's go ahead and change this one. Instead of 2 1/4, we'll do it 2. Okay, so J1PP will be 2. We can do either that, or we can just make this one a 1/4 inch more. No, you know what? Let's leave it at a 1/4, and we're just going to do this one instead of 2 3/4. We'll do it 2 1/2. 2 and instead of 2 3/4, we'll do 3. And this will give me enough room for the other one. Okay, so the cardstock, change the 2 3/4, change it to 3. And if you're like me, we're just going to trim another 1/4 inch here. Let's take that 1/4 inch out. Okay. You know, it's very difficult to be precise because it depends on the paper that you use. And sometimes you fold it and it has more, and sometimes you fold it and it has less. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? Come to think of it, I think I want to switch it. I think I want the pocket to be here and not here. So I'm going to switch it. I'm going to put this one here and this one here. Okay, yes, I like that. So I have this little leftover, and I've done it in the other album too. Just gonna add it here. Okay. Let's put the pages together. I have 8 pages. This one I still didn't do. Okay, so this and this go together. You can decide. You don't have to do what I do, like the same order. You can change the order around. So this is top, this is top, this is top, this is bottom, this is bottom, this is bottom, and this is bottom. Okay, so here are my tops and here are my bottoms. And I think I'll put these two together. And let's do this and this together. And this together. And this together. Okay. So I paired them. Each two has one page that has the wing on top and one page that have the wing on the bottom. So this is A and B together. And I'm going to attach them now like that. Okay, again, just please make sure that you are in the right direction. I make that mistake very often. Okay, so this is my, I'm just going to open just to make sure. I mean, I know this is my top, but I want to make sure. Yes, this is the top. The left is the top. And this is the top here. Yes. Okay. Right. I'm putting it together down here so that I can make sure that they align straight. All right, so now they're attached. It's attached here. Take this tape out and attach it here. So I created a page with, it has a pocket here. See, it has an opening here because we typed it on the bottom and on the top. So here in between, I have a hole, right? It goes from this side to that side. Okay. This is all open. And this is where I'm going to attach it to the hinges in the album. Okay, 2 is, this is E and this is D. How about we'll do C and D? We'll do C and D. Okay. C together with D. C is the top. You don't have to do in the same order that I'm doing. You know, you can definitely change it. Okay. I took the tape off the top. And make sure it's straight here. Okay, C and D. Yay. A, B, C, D. I'm putting it on top. A, B, C, D. Keep the order. Okay, this is E. My E is going to be here, and my F is going to be down here. Whoop! Yes, the pages together, they look really pretty, right? Okay. That's EF, and these are GH. This is G and this is H. Okay. Okay, so my pocket pages are put together. Put all this away. Okay, are we ready to attach them to the hinges? So I'm going to go ahead and put tape on the hinges. I have 1-inch hinges. I'm going to put my 5/8 wide tape on the edge, and I'm going to leave a 1/4 inch close to the fold where it folds. I'm going to leave it open because I don't want to apply all the pages all the way down. I'm going to do it both sides. Okay. Lovely. Okay, now we're going to take the page, going to open it where the pocket is, and we're going to put it right in there, right inside. So this is not the first page. Where's my A and my B? This is my A and my B. Here we go. It's playing tricks on me. Okay, it's going to be like that. I'm holding it about a 1/4 inch away. And let's take the tape out. And it's on there. Okay. Next. number 2. This is number 4. This is number 3. Okay, why don't you want to go in there? I'm going to try to put it from this side. I need to open it a little bit more. Okay. Again, I'm just pulling it away from the edge a little bit. Okay. Please take your time with this step. It can be tricky. You can't rush through it. Be very slow and careful. Okay, now I'm just going over. I'm going to open the flaps and go as close as possible to the area where I have that tape and just try to go over it and make sure it's on there good. Okay. What do you think? Woohoo! This is finished. Now we'll do the cover. Okay. Cover. So this is the situation. This is what we have. We have 4 sheets left that we put aside. And this is all the remnants that we have, which is not a lot. So this here, if you bought the pad, the paper pack, the 12 by 12 pack, you'll have this on the cover of your, on the back of your cover. You're not going to have this. Okay. Over here, you're just going to have the printout. You're going to have the, if you buy the separate, the pack, which I'm using separate papers, then you'll have this as well, which is another option. Okay, so this is that. And what I want to do is I don't like fussy cutting. I'm actually going to go and grab myself a pack of the chipboard stickers. Just wait 1 minute. I'll be right back. I'm back. All right. Sorry, my supplies are in the warehouse. Okay, so this is a sheet of sticker chipboards. They have it in every collection. And I like those. I like those too. No, I mean, I like the fussy cutting too. I just don't like to fussy cut. And I want to do it a little faster. So it's up to you. If you don't have this, just cut out and do your own thing. Okay, so I have this and I have these two things, and this I'm going to cut out and do for the inserts. So I want to do one for the front, one for the back, and okay, I want to do maybe this one for the front and this for the back. Okay, so I'm going to cut out this piece here at, well, my page is 8.5 by 10.5. So 8.5 by 10.5. We want to do maybe 8 3/8 over here. And turn it around at 8 3/8. And 10.5, I'll do 10 3/8. How about that? Okay. So this will be for the front. I'm going to do the same thing on this one, on the other side, 8 3/8 here. And 10 3/8 over here. So this will be for the front, and this will be for the back. And it will cover most of it. You know, we just leave you with just a little bit there. Now for the spine, you can do one of those. And I think I like this one more. So I'm going to trim this at a little less than 3. Just about 3. First of all, it's 8 3/8, right? We'll do 2 7/8. So this for the spine. Okay, this is good. I have my 3 main pieces. Okay, now I don't know if I want to do fussy cutting and too much. I have this little piece here. Maybe we can use that. Maybe I'll do a lace. We can do lacy because it's very girly. And we can do a lace here or something. Right? What do you say? I don't know. I'm thinking out loud. Yeah, yes, you want me to go over the album again now, Ronelle? I can go over it now. Sure. Okay. So in the front cover, I have a pocket here. Section A, I have a left flap with an area here for photograph. And I have a pocket here. And this is also a place to put a banner or something in the photograph. I have a right flap with 2 tuck pockets right there and 2 tuck pockets here. And I have a large pocket right there. B section is gate. Open up. Gate opens. And we have a flap here and a flap here. And we have 2 square flaps over here going up and down. So, and this closes, you just tie the ribbon. Page C has a flap going down and a flap going up. This was the first page that we made. Remember, this was the simple one. This is section D. Section D has a pocket flap, opens with a belly band here, a pocket here. It flaps to the right. You have room here for photos, a pocket here, and another belly band right there. And this closes with a magnet. E, oh, this is this way, has a waterfall, 3-part waterfall. Opens up, 2, 3. Okay. And I have a pocket here, and this little thing for the closure. Section F We have 3 waterfalls. And we still have to put something here. Remember, I have a few options now that I'm cutting the cover. So we'll arrange something here. Okay. This is G, has a 3-part waterfall here and a narrow pocket there. Room here for photograph. And this is H. This is the double pocket flap. It has a flap here with a pocket here. And there's a side pocket there and another flap with a pocket here. And that's our album. And over here in the back cover, I have another pocket there. And now we're doing the cover. Okay, so that's the album. So let's see. Let's see the other 2 albums that I've done. The Berrylicious one, okay, which is exactly the same album. Remember, it's exactly. Let me tie this up. The Berrylicious album, and I like this. Over here, I did some fussy cutting, and I put some elements on the cover, and I left it plain like that. And in the back, again, I made just this other side with a few elements, which is also something I really like. So I'm debating if I want to do the same thing. Let's see. I don't remember what I've done with Tiny Miracle. Tiny Miracle is exactly the same album. You know, made the arrangement a little different, but again, it is the same arrangement here. I also used chipboards in this one. See? This is the pocket flap page. But here, I just fussy cut the bottom and I put it over colored cardstock. And I made a little envelope and stuck it here. So this is also cute. And in the back, I use a B-side and I made a pocket out of it. And I actually like this. I actually like this too. And I put some of the little ones here. Yes, when finished, I will, of course, I'll do a walkthrough and I will show everything. Yes, I will. She was asking if I will show the album finished when it's complete, when it's finished. And I said yes. Okay, so I'm debating. So you know what I want to do? I want to put this here in the front. So I'll have this theme cover. And in the back, and I'm gonna put some elements from the chipboard. I have very nice things here, like memories of forever, story time. You know, I think that will be very nice, keeping it simple. And in the back, I'll do what I've done with Tiny Miracle. I will take this. I'll make a flat pocket to tuck things in here. Can even use this to tuck things in, to make the pocket. And I think that's what I want to do. if it's okay. Yes, no, maybe, yes. I also have here, I have this, which I can use. Just checking to see what I have left. We can do this here. Yeah. Okay, I'm keeping it simple as always. And which is my spine. I think we said that this is my spine. All right. I have left over here. Okay, I'm cutting 8.5 inches by 1.5. Eight and a half inches by 1.5. What do you think? Should I put lace in there? Or it's too much? I'm not going to put lace. Because if somebody wants to do it and they don't have lace, they're like, oh, they'll freak out and they're like, where can I get lace? So I won't do lace. I'll take this, maybe. Well, you know what? Let's make it a little bigger than that. This is let's make it 2. 2. We'll do 8.5 by 2. You need a little less than 2. Less than 8.5, I mean. Just too much on the edge. This is good. Okay. I'm going to trim this one out. I'm going to take 2 inches off of this one. Okay, I'm inking the edges. What is the big piece? Perhaps for the pocket in the page of the cascade. Yes, definitely. I was thinking it. I did not want to say it out loud. But yes. At the back of my head, I have that I still need a piece over there. I'm gonna do it this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Okay. My 1-inch tape. It's my 3/8 tape. I think my 1-inch is almost finished already. So one thing I know for sure is I don't want to complicate it. And I want to keep it simple. Then everybody can personalize it later. If you have flowers and you want to add flowers, that will be really cute. You know, maybe I'll add flowers. I do have it here. You can add laces, you can add ribbons, you can really do very, very cute things on the covers. Oh, there's a little rip here. Let me just glue this. Okay. So I'm doing a flat pocket, which means I'm just gluing 3 edges. And I'll use this one. I don't know, it'll add a little touch of color. Very cute. If you have, I have an idea. If you have like a border die cut thing over here, you can add a little border there. I have this punch. Let me see if I can use it maybe. This is something very simple that you can add, and it will give you a little something something. Here or here. Thank you, Inez. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like it. Let's trim a little bit of the pink. A 1/4 inch. See, I'm just piecing them together, and it will create something a little interesting right there. Very minimal. Okay. So for this here, I have leftovers, you know, these little things. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a few of those. All right, so I punched round corners. Yay, it's very cute. I think this is adorable to put those little things here. Like that. Okay, so this is the back. I might add a die cut. I'm probably going to add a little die cut. Okay, let's do the front. So I want to put this in the front. And the question is, do I want to cut her out and do something interesting or not? And I think, let me see what we have here. So I have this still left over, which I don't know if I'm going to use or not. To be honest with you, I really don't know. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. This little window is interesting. And I like that. I like the window element. Okay, so you know what? Yes, I'm going to do something interesting here. First, I'm going to put this down. Okay, let's put this one down. And Sandra, of course you can copy. I'm doing it. I am doing it so that you can copy exactly. Okay. Sandra is asking if she can copy this album as she did Lady Vagabond to create amazing albums. Thank you very much. Yes, the whole purpose of me doing this tutorials is for you to copy it, for you to have a project that you can do exactly the same. I have for you a cut list with all the diagrams and everything. If you look at the link below in the description, go ahead and get that from there. And this is this video is number 4 in a series of 4 videos. So there's 4 tutorials, or 1 tutorial in 4 parts. This is part 4. So you can refer to those if you want. And I would be very, very happy if you want to copy it and do the same thing. Oh, Whiskey's here. Hello. How are you? Oh, yes. Lady Vagabond is made that one, I believe, about a little over a month ago, as soon as the collection came out. Thank you. You like it? Thank you so much. So you guys like the idea of having one tutorial that you can switch and do with different collections? Did you like that concept? Because I think you'll get great value from that, and you can just switch the collection and you already have an album design made. Okay, I can't talk when I do this. Okay, here we go. That's for my cover. Okay, I'm going to take a new blade. There's no way I'm out of blades. There's no way I'm out of blades. Okay. Ah, here it is. I put it in the wrong spot. Okay. I'm gonna switch to a new blade. So I'm going to cut out a few elements here anyway from this section. First thing I want to cut out is the window. I'm going to cut out the white squares out of here. I picked up a faulty blade. It's broken. The tip is broken. You figure. Try this one. What in the world? Just give me a second. Okay. I don't know where my blades are. Okay. I have the big blades. So okay, this is really embarrassing, but I don't know where my small blades are. And they're probably here somewhere because they're usually in this drawer and right in front of my face, and I just can't find it. As it always happens. So what I will do, what is this? This is maybe, this is it, or this is the big ones? I think these are the big ones. Oh, no, this is it. Just a different package. I found them. They were right in front of my eyes. They're just a different package. Okay. That's a new pack. Just so you know, you guys, I have about 15 different packs of blades here in different sizes. And the one I want, I couldn't find. Okay. Now we're talking. Now it's cutting beautifully. Okay. Okay. May have to go over it a couple times. Remember, the Mintay paper is really very, very heavy cardstock. It's 220 GSMs. Okay. Our window is cut. Okay. And I think this I'm going to put maybe here or here. I think it'll be kind of cute over here. Let's fussy cut a few more elements. Okay. Shall we do the bow? With a few bows. A few birds. Okay. Oh, the bird is just so adorable. Okay. So I think this is kind of cute. Where do we want it? We need something here, I feel. Okay, and how about we do the memories are forever here? Or the story time. Or here. Leave this composition. We don't want to fill everything up. So this is good right there. Right there, right? So even though their chipboards are stickers, I'm still going to put some glue. Okay. And this should go here. Just going to be inking just a little bit, not too much around here. Can do it on top. We can raise it too if we want. Do we want it raised? I don't want it raised. I don't like album covers to have, it's not a card. This should last for a long time. Okay. Little bow here, little bow there. Little birdie here. And anything else here that we want to put in on the front? How about your special day? Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. No, maybe not. Maybe it's too much. It's too much, right? It's too busy. It's too busy. So your special day I'm going to put here. And okay. Look how cute. Isn't that cute? It's adorable. Oops. Okay, let's do the spine. You're going to love what I have planned for the spine. All right, so we're inking. I'm punching a hole here. Putting an eyelet. Okay. Okay, so I wrapped it around this thing. Okay, and now I want to glue this over here on top. Okay, so I wrapped here little ribbon around and I put it through the eyelet. Let me clear my space a little bit. I don't like working in a mess, and my desk is a mess right now. Take all my remnants. What I need is I need those little things and one of these sheets. Okay, so I have this to cut out and this to cut out. This comes on the cover of the 6x6. I'm going to use these for cutouts. And I need one of these right now. This is for, no, this is for the page with the cascades. Can put my clips away. I'm just taking a moment here to reorganize and clear my space. And see what I have. Okay, so I have this also. Okay. My pencil, my tools, go back into the toolbox. They come out of the toolbox and then they end up on my desk, making a mess. So now let's see what we have, okay? Let's see. Gonna have these for cards cut out. A lot of cards to cut out. And I'm gonna do this for the spine. Let's do this for the spine now. Now notice they don't have equal lengths. I don't think, but I'm going to cut them equal lengths. I'm going to cut it at 2 by 1.5. Two by 3. Okay. As usual, I'm going to do the edges. See if we can do 2 at a time. It'll save me time. Thank you, Ronell. No, 3 here. 3 is too much. Yeah, we're just going to, I have this to finish, and then we'll put some decorations inside, and I'm just going to use some of the chipboards and maybe fussy cut a few more things. I'll cut the cards out, make some tags. And I think we'll be done. Here's my mat. Okay, so when after I'm finished, after I'll finish doing this, after I finish doing this, I think the album itself will be finished. And maybe I'll make a couple tags. Okay, so let's arrange them all to the front. This is the top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. Okay. Putting them all together. And I'm going to punch a hole right here at the corner. Okay. Punch the hole right through them all. Got an O-ring right there. Not an O-ring, it's a jump ring. I think I moved this. Okay, so I put a ring around, see? Around all those little cards. Just tighten it. And oops, don't fall. So maybe I need to tighten it a little more. Maybe there's a bigger hole there. Okay. Let's see if that works. No, there's still a big hole there. Why the big hole? I'm struggling with this too much. Okay. Here we go. Make a nice bow. Oh, look how cute. Okay. Okay. Put it here. We can put it here. Well, I don't know, who's going to have this album, so I'm limited to those things that I'm putting on there. No, Charlotte, you can't come up now. I know Mommy's been busy, huh? Not giving you a lot of attention this past couple of days. My dog is like sitting across from me looking at me like, what about me? Pay attention to me. We're almost finished, honey, and I'll give you a lot of attention, okay? All right, so I'm just going over and picking and choosing things that I want to put there to decorate. And of course, you can do whatever you want when it comes to decorating. And there's a lot of really cute elements here. We just have to take a minute and make sure that it's glued down. Yeah, I'm going to cover that stain that I had there. Maybe do something here. Okay, over here, now I have a piece that I can use. Okay, this is a little too narrow. I mean, a little too short. I'm going to use a piece of this. I can do this here. Let's check the width because this is 2. I needed it about 1 3/4 by 10. So this is the last piece that I had left. Woo. Okay. Over here, what do I want to do over there? How about a couple of buttons? Okay, we're almost done. Okay. What else? We're pretty much done. What do you think? Can I close the door now, lady? You're killing me. The door open. And maybe we have room to put something here. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Can't really see. Oh, I have a low battery in there too. Okay. It keeps moving. I'm sorry, guys. And then you don't see what I'm doing. So I'm just putting some of the chipboard elements, decorating it a little bit. Okay. So I'll take the card. I don't need this. Haha. Good for you. If you want supplies, if you want this album, I have it in my store. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, it has capacity, and the best thing about this is it doesn't matter what Mintay collection you're using. You can use any that you want. It'll fit all of them. So these are the cards. Oops. Okay, let's do a few tags. Okay, taking the remnants and we'll make some cards. And we have to do photo mat for the pockets, right? So I need to keep a few of these for the photo mats. I have 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. Okay, the photo mats that go into the pockets. I'm not sure what size we need, but let me give you the size. I think it should be about 9. No, 9 would be too big. Okay, let's see. By 8 by 7 3/4. Yes, exactly. Okay. So I'm just going to take a smidgen off here. 7 5/8. 7 5/8 by 9 1/2. Okay. And then take those sides. Do it that way. I'm just going to show you one because I'm running out of time. My video is going to be over. It's only 4 hours. So I'll show you one, and you need 4 of them. So we're cutting 2 strips. And decorate the edge. Oh, wait a minute. It's way too long. Way. For my scissors. You know, I'm under time crunch, so I'm not thinking. Okay, and I think I'm going to just trim all 4 corners. So here's a photo mat, and you can choose to put white color here or something if you want. And this goes inside the pocket between the 2 pages, like that. It should be able to get inside a little further. Nope. Yes, I knew it was one. Okay. Okay, so it goes in there, and then you can pull it out and put photos in it. But you want to have just a bit, like a 1/4 of an inch over here, so that you can actually hold it and pull it out. So you're going to need a photo mat for all 4 pages. So do 4 of them. Okay. And do these cards again. Just cut the edges. Or you can make tags out of them, or you can just have them as cutouts. Or you can do little booklets. But these things will go inside the album where the pockets are, to show where there are pockets. Okay. And if you have leftovers, remnants like these, just cut the edges a little bit. Edge the corners, do them, ink them, both sides. Sorry, both sides, like that. And even do a little bit more. Okay. Okay. Make the hole, make a little tag there. Okay. You can put the ribbon. You have ribbons. So just see what remnants you have, and that's what you do with what you have left over. Okay. You make little tags, make little cards, and put it inside the album in the different places. Okay. And that's it, folks. We're finished. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. What did you think? Okay, so I will finish up. I'll do the finishing touches. I'll finish up the cards. I'll do a walkthrough to show it complete. But yeah, we're done. Oh, you see, this thing keeps coming up. I think this ring is not good. It doesn't close all the way. But I've done this one and it stays good. So this is in the other album. So I just need to tighten it up, but Yeah, it's kind of cute. I like it. Keeps moving. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Ines, for being here. I appreciate you've been here a while. Ronelle, I really appreciate your support and you hanging out with me. And I will see you in the next tutorial. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Have a good evening, everybody. And don't forget to post your project when you finish and let me see what you've done. I would love to see it. Okay. Okay. Bye. Thank you.